Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm covering 90 Fiance The Other Way Season 2 episode 20 and 21. It's a double episode recap today, even though there really wasn't much to add for the storylines. I feel like I cannot wait until this series comes to an end because it has gotten super boring, and I find it really difficult to kind of stay on track with everything and to follow up with everything because I know what's happening in their life now, and a lot of these people are not together. So this one should be a short and sweet recap. So we'll start off with Jenny and Sumit. Sumit's brother and his sister-in-law come over. They're talking, having conversation. Apparently Jenny was not supposed to mention them having a ring ceremony the next day, but she does, and then they're immediately shocked because they're doing something essentially behind their parents' back. And he basically, Sumit's brother tells him, you need to go tell mom and dad what is going on before we do, because they don't, I guess they're not allowed to lie to the parents. So then Sumit kind of gets annoyed, which I feel like he doesn't want to marry Jenny, but he gets annoyed that Jenny mentioned it because now he feels that he needs to talk to his parents first before he does something like this. His plan was to get the engagement on and poppin', and then once they're engaged to tell his parents that they're getting married. So then the parents agreed to come over, and they're kind of going back and forth. Their parents are very adamant on them not being together. They're not right for each other, and to save face because of what this relationship has impacted, like the family dynamic. Sometimes I do feel like Sumit's family is really only thinking about the way they are perceived by society, when they're not. Society is not living in my house. Society is not paying my bills. So society can think whatever they want, but ultimately it's up to me. And his mother was not here for it, and his mother says some reckless stuff. Thank God Jenny didn't understand him, but his mother basically calls her everything but old and said that you need to move from my son. You're not going to marry my son. On to the next. Thank you next type of ish. It was really funny. Well, it's not funny, but then Sumit kind of has a breakdown where he's kind of in his parents' face, in his mom's face, saying, I was so miserable. I was unhappy. I'm very happy. This is who I want to be with. They keep bringing up children. What are people going to say? She's old. And he just keeps saying, I love her, and it hurts me that you guys don't support her. I guess the next episode's gonna take place like still in that conversation, and we'll see what happens there. But like, I felt like this conversation was like 3 episodes worth, which was not needed. Next we have Ariela and Binyam. So Ariela's parents left, her dad left early, and her mom left. Well, when her mom left, her mom told her that she doesn't think Abby should live in Ethiopia. She didn't really give solid reasoning as to why, but she didn't think that it was the best place for him to live. And unfortunately, they don't have a choice because for some reason Binyam cannot look about coming to America, or like America was kind of like out of the picture. And Ariela decides that she's going to try to make it work being in Ethiopia because she wants Binyam to be there for his child. So then the rest of the storyline is Avi's going to his baptism. This is something that Ariela doesn't want, and she's being pressured to by Binyam's family, but she still decides for it. They have a lot of problems with communication, and I don't know if it's because like they need to invest in like a translator app or a translator, because Binyam does not tell her about any of the customs that go on in a baptism. She's got the gear, she's got the outfit, she has Binyam, but she doesn't know anything else. Mind you, this is also the culture she didn't grow up with, so she doesn't really have an idea of what it is. Mind you, she could have Googled it, but like, your man's right there. Why can't you ask him? And why didn't he tell you? Especially because he was so scared that you were going to take away the baby. So I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you feel assured and not keep you in the dark. Anyways, gets there. I guess it's supposed to be in like a church area, and then you have like the priest, and they have like their rituals they do, and luckily his sisters were there explaining to her the process, because Binyam didn't do anything. She was very uncomfortable at times, and I understand where she's coming from, because this is her baby, this is a newborn, and you're kind of just handing it off to somebody. You don't know what they're doing. They might, not like they might drop the baby, but like, I will be 1,000 times more careful with my child than some stranger that I don't know. And then after the baptism, which seemed like it went pretty smooth, they have the celebration where his family was there. They did like another traditional thing where they wrapped the baby in a cute little baby burrito, and they ate, they celebrated. Everything seemed pretty good from that point on. I feel like they have a lot of problems in the relationship which stem around the communication, but this episode seemed relatively nice compared to the other episodes they've had. So next we have Brittany and Yazin. So I liked in this episode they decided to get a translator involved, because it seemed like there was a lot of miscommunication going on. So Brittany, her friend Yazin, and the translator meet up. And Yazin explains to Brittany that, hey, I'm sacrificing a lot. I need you to be in it 100%. I want to get married quick because I don't want you to go. I'm not going to force Islam on you. You can be a Christian and it'd be okay. Just know that, like, I don't have any support. I'm sacrificing a lot, but I'm willing to do that because I love you. And she was trying to explain that this is really quick, and she's not happy that his family is not there for him, and she loves him. So, to be honest, I think that part they didn't really get much across. It was kind of the same old, but and one of the things that Yazin had asked her is, what's your decision? Are you staying? Are you going? Are you getting married? What is it? And Brittany can't give him a decision at this point. Then she meets his brother with the translator. And this, I feel like this conversation was a little bit more in depth and maybe got Brittany to understand the situation. Where his brother told her, basically, he's just someone from the family. There's some people in the family that hate him enough to kill him. Like, kill him. Because of their reputation and what he could potentially turn into. Because of Brittany's influence. So he might just look past his culture, his customs, his traditions, his way of life, because he's with a foreign girl. And he has nobody. And he's decided to do all of that in the name of love for her. And she was just, she broke down, because she was just like, this is a really shitty situation. It's really, really hard. I don't want to hear this. I don't want his family to hate him. I'm guilty because because of me. And he sacrificed so much, and it's kind of up to me whether whether he's good or not. And like, even if she decides, which I'm probably, like, I'm like 99.99% positive she's not going to marry him, his relationship with his family will always be tarnished, because it was just like, remember that one time you're trying to do a stupid thing and marry a foreigner and blah blah blah. Remember you met a foreigner who was like a porn star, and whatever. So I felt like at that point she understood how the seriousness of this relationship, and that it's not just, you know, we're chilling, we're just dating, situationship. Like, no, he's very serious about this. Okay, so next we have Devin and Jihoon. So Devin's family comes down a couple days before the wedding, and there really wasn't much. His mom got to see the place and saw that, like, okay, they're living in a decent place. And then she kind of like changed up her attitude. She was a bit more nicer this time around towards Jihoon. So then Jihoon was explaining to them that his traditions, where you would give the bride's family a box and they would trade. It made sense in old history, in ancient history, but it was kind of like, okay, this is something different. The squid mask, definitely, I was like, I don't know, I think I seen a preview of it or something. I was like, is this Halloween time? Like, are they dressed up? But the mask is to like ward away like evil spirits and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, cool. And everything seemed to go well. Devin also tried on her wedding dress. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's also not my wedding dress. I'm not getting married in it, so do you, boo. So right now their relationship is pretty okay, because they're obviously deciding to go through with the marriage. So last but not least, we have Tim and Melissa. I don't really follow this couple. I just kind of glance once in a while with them. Long story short, Tim is going back to the States. He's run out of money. He can't find a job. And his job that he has in the States will only hold his position for so long. Which I'm like, Tim, you're leaving. You're going back to the States with a job, and your home is still there. This is almost like you're on an extended vacation, basically. And so he went. He's told Melissa that he's planning on coming back, which she's kind of like iffy about. But he's told her that, like, hey, I want to get an opportunity here before I come back, but I want to let you know that I'm trying to come back here. So she's kind of like, oh, okay, cool. I finally see a little bit of emotion coming from her. She was very sad when they had to part ways. But anywho, that's the end of my recap of 90 Day Fiance The Other Way Season 2 Episode 20 and 21. I hope this season ends like ASAP. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
I'm just a dumb cunt, fucking sick and tired of it. Maybe I could front love, maybe I could buy a zip, maybe I get fucked up. Next time I could save some. Why it's gotta be like this? Why it's gotta be that way? Put it inside. Feel so rise up, banging on that loud.